I told you every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we here with a special guest, Miss Mimi McCloud, and she's living out there in Houston, Texas. Of course, I'm out here in Atlanta. So I'm glad y'all here. Like I said, every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, I do a live interview with a guest, someone from the group, or I might just kind of get somebody else that's outside the group. But the purpose of me having somebody is to educate people that certain things you don't know, like your diet, your workout, because we're in our 40s and and up, 40s and up. Um, I'm 53. She's
50.
50. Don't even look it.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
I mean, we have to we have to train and eat a certain way. We can't do the things we used to do. I know I can't.
Hmm. Yes.
So um I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell the people who is Mimi McCloud, Miss Beautiful Mimi McCloud. Go ahead.
Thank you so very much for having me. I really appreciate the honor of being on the show. So I
Mhm.
hope that my story and the message in some of my mess inspires and motivates the next person to get off the couch and move and really take control and a hold of their mental health, their physical health, and emotional wellness. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Well, I'm glad you
Yes.
you came, definitely.
Thank you. So
Mhm.
Mimi is a 50-year-old or 50-year young mom of three. My oldest is 30, my middle one is 26, and my youngest is 22. I have two boys and a girl. That is my my thing. That's my life. My life really does revolve around my children.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Can
So
you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I think we're a little bit frozen there. Can you hear me?
Okay. Well, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yes.
your kids are your life, and I might as
Okay.
well. I mean, I have to say, you definitely don't look like you have a 30-year-old. You don't. So you look young, definitely young.
Thank you. Thank
So
you. Every time I'm out with the
yeah.
kids, I am mistaken for a friend or, yeah, a sibling.
Uh-huh. So you one of those kind when you walk out with your kids, they say, okay, who is the parent? One of those kind. They got to guess
You're
who's the
breaking up.
parent because I was saying when I said you the kind. So when you walking with your kids, they
Yes.
wondering who is the parent. Can you hear me?
No, no one ever thinks that I'm the parent. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh
There's
wow,
never
wow.
the assumption that I'm the parent. It always takes folks by surprise if I say something about my daughter, or if my daughter says, Mom, are you kidding me? Are you
Uh huh.
what? So no one ever assumes that I'm the parent.
Wow, wow.
Yeah,
Well, you definitely look young, so
thank
that's
you.
good.
And I
Whatever you're
still get
doing,
carded.
really. I would
Yes.
too. I would card you too because you don't look like you're 50, so you
Thank
definitely
you.
don't look like that.
Well, I don't look like I'm 21 either, but I appreciate it.
Well, you definitely
I
don't look 50.
thank you.
You
I'm
don't look like
always
you're
thankful
50.
when someone cards me. I'm like, y'all have made my day. I appreciate
Well,
it.
hey, look at me. I got all this gray, so I already know it's a wrap. I tried to, I tried to dye and all that stuff, and it didn't work for me. Miss Betty Mosley, she's on here and she's from Brooklyn. She was my first guest that I
Oh,
had, Miss
wow.
Betty Mosley. Yeah, she is such a sweetheart. She is such a
Hi,
sweetheart.
Betty. I'm from Brooklyn as well.
She's from Brooklyn. She is from Brooklyn as well, Miss Betty. There it is. Brooklyn in the house.
Yes.
So so what I want to know is, I guess I want to ask you,
Mhm.
what is your fitness journey? Now, your fitness journey, this means like, what are some of the things you got to do to make sure you getting your workout in or you not
Mhm.
getting distracted? Everybody has a certain routine that they
Mhm.
try to tap into and stay committed to it.
Right.
What is your fitness journey like?
Well, the journey as it is typically defined is not one that I've embodied. So I've always been mindful about my health. I've always been mindful about my levels of fitness, what I do to look a certain way. I think the only times I've ever really been a little bit thicker than what I am now is post pregnancy. And
Hmm.
I've had three pregnancies. Now, when I had my daughter, not too many people know this. So, this is a little factoid, but I was 163 pounds the day that I had her. I
Oh
could
wow.
not even, I know, well, I really just kind of abused the fact that I could eat whatever I want. And I was like, oh, I'll bounce back right away, like I did with the other two. When I had my first one, the day I had him, I think I was like 134 pounds. With my
Mhm.
second one, I was in my low 140s the day I had him. And now I made a point of hobbling to the scale right before surgery. So this is, I know these numbers quite well. They've been committed to memory. And then when I had my daughter, I had never seen that side of the scale. And it was a little bit challenging losing that weight right after, only because it was my third C-section. But
Mhm.
that weight was not going to stay on me at all. But I am really vigilant and disciplined about getting in that exercise throughout the week. I'm disciplined about what I eat and what I choose not to eat. I don't say I can't eat this or the word diet in the sense of something being restricted. Diet for me is the way that I choose to eat versus something that I can or cannot have. But
Mhm.
those are things that have always been a part of my life. It really is a lifestyle, and the lifestyle speaks for itself. So, one thing that I am really strict about, though, is fasting. I have always fasted.
Mhm.
Yes.
So so when you fast, when you doing your fasting,
Mhm.
so what kind of fasting do you do for the people that don't know?
Well, I guess now they use the term intermittent fasting, but it was just fasting back in the day. And me being 50 and fasting since I was in high school, it was just fasting, or they would have just said starvation diet or whatever. But I will typically eat one meal a day. Early in the morning, I may have a spot of coffee or I'll have some green tea, and that will fuel me throughout the day. And then I may or may not eat when I get home from the office. I try not to, only because it just makes me a little bit sluggish when I'm working out. I like to continue to work out with an empty belly while I'm still fasting. I find that my output is kind of um, labored if I eat right before I work out. And then I may or may not eat after I work out, but I try to avoid doing that too late. So my cutoff period may be around 7 o'clock, just so I don't have a lot of food in my stomach before I go to bed.
Okay, so if you was to snack on something, would you eat any fruit or anything like that, or you wouldn't even do that?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't
okay.
eat fruit, and it certainly would not be in the latter part of the day. If I were to eat fruit, that would be something earlier in the day. I'm really, really mindful about fruit on top of food because fruit digests easier and faster than heavier meals. And so you'll notice if you really pay attention to the foods that you consume, you'll wind up super gassy if you
Mhm.
have a lot of heavier foods in your belly and then put fruit on top, because the fruit is trying to digest, but the heavier food is slowing the process down.
Oh,
But
so
if
that's
I'm
what I
going to snack,
so that's
right?
what so that's what I'm doing wrong.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
try that. Wow.
Yeah,
So
so you should try your fruits earlier in the day on an empty stomach. So if you're going to do fruits, stick to the low glycemic fruits. You don't want anything to spike your insulin levels. and then allow your body to digest that. You'll find that you'll wind up a little bit more regular. I mean, those are important things.
Hmm.
And then have your other foods after that.
So what, like berries, like blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, stuff like
Hmm.
that?
All your berries,
Gotcha.
yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, I
Gotcha.
am a big fan of pineapple. I don't eat a lot of it, but
Hmm.
pineapple has such healing properties that I do love pineapple. I do love cherries. I won't eat a lot of them, but cherries just kind of run right through you. I mean, these are things that as we get older, we really need to talk about. People are irregular, but
Hmm.
going to the bathroom, you got to go to the bathroom every day. Some people are like, oh, I only go a few times a week. What? That
Wow.
is crazy. And as we get older, these are tests that we have to take. So, get ready for your colonoscopy and all that. So,
Yeah.
got to be mindful about your regularity.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. So
Hmm.
so when I wake up in the morning time,
Hmm.
before I eat my breakfast, it would probably be best for
Okay.
me to eat some fruit if that's what I want before I actually eat my breakfast.
Okay. So, all right,
Okay.
let me start off. Do you have to have breakfast, or can you push past that and fast and then wait until you have a late lunch? Do you need breakfast?
I mean, I don't think I really need it. I think it's more
Hmm.
of I've been doing it for so long
Yeah.
that you know. But I mean, a lot of times I would probably get up. Now I do have to drink coffee. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Okay.
drink my coffee. I drink it. I don't put sugar in there. I put like a
Okay.
little bit of hazelnut in there, just a small amount, just so I can get that taste. But you can't really
Okay.
taste it because it's basically I'm basically drinking black coffee. I
Hmm.
don't put any sugar, nothing like that in there. But
Hmm.
I guess in the morning time I will eat a little bit of breakfast, like I told you,
Yeah.
egg whites, oatmeal, a
Hmm.
little bit of a piece of meat or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I could try it, but just thinking about it, like I said, I get a headache just thinking about it.
So it really is out of comfort and habit for you.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. But you could still have those foods, just have them a little bit later in the day. So, like a midday brunch versus having breakfast. So, if you can push your fasting period because you're fasting overnight and you probably stopped eating a few hours before you went to bed, and then remove the breakfast meal, wait or delay it until lunchtime, you've extended that period of fasting, and then you can enjoy your egg whites and your sausage and stuff like that. Just
Okay.
push past the breakfast period.
And I shouldn't eat late. Like I guess I usually go to bed probably around about 8 or 9 o'clock at night if I'm not
Hmm.
working at night. So
Right.
I guess I should have my last meal about 5 or 6, something like that.
I would say about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yes, because you have to
Okay.
allow for time to digest the meal. And I know that I don't sleep very well when I have a full belly. And I know the older I get, got to talk about the night sweats and the hot flashes.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I my body struggles to digest food if I consume a meal late in the evening. I just don't sleep well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your body's
Okay.
working overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay. Let's say I don't eat a breakfast, but
okay.
I drink some coffee and eat a little
Okay.
bit of blueberries. Is that fine? Is that like a meal? Ain't really a meal. Is
Oh,
it?
it's a
Is it?
meal because it's calories. Blueberries are calories. So even though it's good for you,
You taking
it's still
you
a
taking
snack.
everything away. You taking it away
I'm
from me
snatching
now.
all the joy.
Yeah, you are. I'm like, okay, well maybe I can just tiptoe
No,
around.
no,
So
you
that's
can't
not gonna
slide
work.
anything in there. No,
Can't slide in there. God,
no,
dog.
no, because you're already sliding in the hazelnut.
Yeah.
So yeah, because you're
Wow.
not really drinking black coffee. So
Yeah.
you just slid in the hazelnut.
Yeah. I eat like that, man. I'm gonna be like JJ on Good Time. I don't want to be that small. I want to be
No,
slimmer, but I don't want
right.
to be that small. I mean, me being 6'4" and being, oh my God.
No,
I'm gonna
you won't
try it.
be emaciated. No, no,
Okay.
really, try it. Give it a couple of weeks because your body has to get acclimated to it. But give it a couple of weeks, and I bet you'll see the difference. Even in your energy levels, your energy levels will begin to soar. I promise you. You'll be like, Mimi is on to something. And I didn't make
Okay.
this up. So I mean, I just know it's tried and true. But it's
Yeah.
been around forever, for forever.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because I'm just curious to see because at first I was eating 3 meals and I got it down to
Hmm.
2. Now
Hmm.
talking to you, you said get it to 1. Oh my God. I'm gonna try it.
Well, well, even if you still have two, you just want to make sure that you have a smaller window in which you're consuming those meals. So if you skip breakfast and you have your dinner no later
Mm,
than 5:30 or 6, you can
mm.
still have those two meals within that period of time. They just don't really have to be large meals. And I think that's where people go terribly wrong because they figure, oh, well, since now I'm having fewer meals, I'm going to have all this food on the plate. And you really don't need to consume a significant amount of food. I mean, you're pretty much just being gluttonous at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
What
have
about?
to, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say you have to eat to live, not live to eat.
Yeah, you're right about that. Definitely right about
Mhm.
that. Okay,
Yeah,
how long have you been doing this? Is this a lifestyle right here that,
it is a
that you do?
lifestyle, and it is. And I really believe that fasting has been my fountain of youth. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think it has really contributed to the delay of my aging.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
What about cheat day? Do you have a cheat day?
Cheat days, it isn't something that I put on the calendar, but I do have cheat moments. I mean, I love chips and queso.
Mm,
Um, I mean, have chocolate, but I'm very mindful about the quality of chocolate that I have. Let's see, what else? I like chips, but I keep in mind the types of chips. Like most people will eat the cheap chips from the grocery store. You've got Lay's and Ruffles. I mean, not to call any particular brand out, but they're made with peanut oil and corn oil and sunflower oil and a lot of poor oil blends. But if I'm
mm,
going to have chips, I like chips that are prepared with avocado oil or olive oil, and you'll find the taste and the quality of the chip is significantly better if you're going to enjoy a chip. It's a little pricier, but I mean, most things that are better for you are a little pricier.
I was just about to say that. So I got to go to the expensive bags.
Yes, you do. Now, another good chip that I enjoy is a sweet potato chip. Like I love sweet potato fries, but yeah, sweet potato chips are delicious as well. So,
Wow.
and you're not going to find them in the everyday grocery store. You do kind of have to hunt around for them a little bit.
Whole Food, Trader Joe's,
Yep,
stuff like that.
that's it. Yes,
Yeah.
Central Market. That's it
Yeah.
exactly.
Central Market. Yeah.
I
I wish they had.
love Central Market.
I wish they had one out here in Atlanta. All they got Trader Joe's, they got Whole Food, but they don't have a Central
Hmm.
Market. I like Central Market. It's nice.
I love Central Market. Yes,
Yeah, yeah, I like
yes.
that.
Hmm.
So, okay, now also you have a Pilates class,
Hmm.
right? So
Yes.
what all does that consist of? The Pilates class, like I
Well,
see
when I
you.
was teaching, go ahead.
Uh, no, I say I see
Go
you
ahead.
when you on this thing. So like you're doing a lot of stretching and stuff like
Yes.
that. Okay, can
Yes.
you explain that?
Yes. So when I was teaching, it was either the mat or the reformer. Right now, I'm focusing on self care. I'm usually in the reformer class, which is most of the videos that I post on my Instagram page. And that's on the reformer apparatus. So that's your body weight accompanied with springs, and you can adjust the springs to mimic weight. So I prefer a lighter spring, which would be like light reps,
Mm-hmm.
versus making the tension significantly heavier, which would mimic maybe like 20 dumbbells. So I just prefer a very toned body versus, you're not going to bulk up, but I like a higher rep, low weight. I mean, higher rep, low weight versus heavy weight, low rep. So you can do all those
Oh,
things,
okay.
everything that you do in the gym, you can do on the reformer. And it is intensified, because think about trying to do planks, which you have the floor to do, versus that on an apparatus where your body is just suspended in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so you're really having to target your core and your upper body strength. And before you know it, you've got, ballerina arms and legs and a flat belly and chiseled abs and all the things we love. And the
So,
beautiful thing about Pilates is that you can do it until you draw your last breath, because it's low impact, but it's so beneficial for the body.
oh wow. So, is it? I guess. What is the difference between that and yoga? Because yoga is a lot of
Well,
stretching.
yoga is a lot of stretching, but there are different types of yoga. So you can have
Okay.
like meditative yoga, and then you can have a power yoga where you're just sweating bullets. You can do Bikram yoga, which is in 104-degree studio, and that's 26 movements twice done. So there are different types of yoga. Now there are now different types of Pilates certifications. But if you're going to stick with classical and traditional Pilates as Joseph Pilates intended, there are key movements that will flow into the next. Now, most instructors will add their own spin to it, and then they infuse their own musical selection. So you can take it like hip hop or, pop or whatever, but you're focusing on the smaller muscles versus the larger muscles. Now,
Okay.
they both incorporate flexibility and mind body connection, your breath control, but Pilates forces you to pay attention to every movement of your body.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, also, well, first of all, do you get a lot of men doing Pilates?
Initially, no,
You
but
know.
you have found that you have a significant amount of athletes who are now taking Pilates because they're finding that it lessens and decreases their rates of injury. So once you increase your levels of flexibility when you're on the field or on the court or playing golf or playing baseball, you're finding that once you have learned to move your body a certain way, that your rate of injury has significantly decreased. So you'll find a lot of athletes now in Pilates studios, and it's a beautiful thing. So you have these huge basketball players who are stretched out on the carriage, which is hilarious, and their muscles are just quivering because they're like, oh, Pilates, that's so frou-frou. Yeah, well, they're the ones primarily breaking out in the sweat and shaking like little chicken legs. I'm just
Wow.
cracking up.
Okay. Okay. What about let's say someone is in their mid 60s. They
Mhm,
got a little bit. They got a little bit of weight on them, but they want to lose some
mhm,
weight and they want to be flexible. Would
mhm,
Would you recommend that
mhm.
for them?
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
would.
And the beautiful thing about even a beginner class, no matter if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, oh, an excellent instructor will offer modifications. And
Hmm.
so not everybody's going to come into a class at the same level of proficiency. So a great instructor should be able to provide level A to level B to level C for the entire class so that everybody's getting an excellent workout. and leaves that class as if that class was meant for them. So, it's all about the instructor and being in tune to the people in your class.
Oh, okay, okay. Hey, if
Mhm.
y'all have a question, go ahead and type your questions, and that way she can see them and she can answer your question. I'm learning something new. I'm thinking about maybe I need to do Pilates because I always wonder. I'm like, what are they doing? I like it. Look kind
No,
of
I love it.
intense.
It is.
Wow. Okay.
It is,
Wow.
but it's
Okay.
not intimidating. It's not, you should at least get a package of 5 to 10. If you take 1 or 2 classes, you're not going to get the benefits of it. At minimum, 5 to 10 in a package, and you will see as well as feel a world of difference.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. I always wondered, like I said, I remember years ago when I was living in Texas in Houston and I was at the gym and
Hmm.
I seen this it was this young lady, she was doing Pilates and I was
Hmm.
looking at it and I'm like, what is she doing?
Hmm.
That was my first time actually seeing it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So she
but
was doing it at the gym?
she was doing it at the gym. Like where the
Oh,
gym was set up, she had a room
yeah.
set up at the gym.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she had a room, but she had a curtain. And that particular day,
Oh.
it wasn't too many people in the gym. It was early in the morning. I was there working out because I used to work out like 6 o'clock in the morning, and she was there, and
Mhm.
she usually closed it. Well, she closed the curtain usually usually when it's a full day, but she had the curtains
Mhm.
closed, and
Mhm.
they was doing it. So what? It should be like like almost like I guess I don't know. Should I say intimate setting or what? It shouldn't be a lot of. It should be quiet or what?
No, 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 not at all. I think perhaps she was just mindful of the students in her class. Maybe there were some people that were a little self-conscious, or depending on where you guys were positioned and how their bodies might have been stretched out on the mat or the carriage. Maybe she was just taking into consideration that she didn't want to give y'all an unnecessary view of the
Yeah,
people in the class. But
yeah,
she might have just been mindful of her students at the time. But no, it does not have to be an intimate setting at all. I mean, you can
yeah,
go
cause
in there and play your ghetto rap and
yeah, yeah,
whatever type of music you want to choose.
cause I remember she had some candles in there. I'm like, what the hell going on in here?
So she was setting the mood.
Yeah, she had some candles going, and it was some older ladies in there, and they was doing it,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
working out, and like I said, I think I was the only guy in there work. I was the only person there working out, and
Mhm.
they was in there, and I seen her doing it, and I'm like, what is this? What, I'm, it's
Yeah,
just very interesting to see that,
yeah,
So when I seen you doing it, I already knew. I like, okay, I remember I seen somebody doing that. So
yeah,
okay, wow.
yeah.
Now, also you
So,
do. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
so your mission for this week is to find a studio and to buy an intro package and just try it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it is. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
if you got athletes gagging for air, well, Lord
Hmm.
knows how I'm gonna be. So that also you do a spin class. Now that spin class, I already know spin class is a beast. I already know it.
I
So
love it. I love it. I was never a spinner because I was always just very mindful of how my body was being fine tuned. And I always thought if I was a spinner, I was going to have these thick, muscular legs, and it could not be further from the truth. I have grown addicted to it. I started last year, the latter part of January. And so
hmm
it's a little more than a year, and I've been hooked ever since.
wow. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
folks, if y'all haven't seen her, you can check her out on her Instagram page. She has an Instagram page. Tell me your Instagram page.
Dripping_sexy. Yes.
Y'all need to check out. She posts all her workouts and stuff like that. She posts some of her stuff on the Facebook group, on the Silver Fox Fitness Club Facebook group, but you can see a lot of her stuff on her Instagram page. Do you post it
Yes.
on your personal Facebook page too?
Not as much as I used to. All my
Mm.
fun stuff is on my Instagram page, my dance class, my step class. I got to find my pockets of joy. And anytime I'm able to move my body, it really just brings a smile to my face. And I find great fulfillment from that. So I post all my fun stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, y'all see it all when y'all go on her page. You see it all, and she even do dancing. Oh my
I
goodness!
do.
Hey, I've been seeing you
I do.
dancing
I
and
have
stuff.
so much fun.
Wow, wow. Okay, okay. Yeah, because I seen it.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, she's doing everything. So
I do it all.
how? So the dancing was like a up tempo, upbeat tempo type dance, or what? It's just basically just.
Well, it really just depends on whatever the instructor is playing. Sometimes when, like a video I may post, she may do a throwback to the 80s. Okay, well, I got to bust all my dances that we did back in the 80s when I was in college, in high school and college.
Mhm,
She might do something from the 90s. So just silly stuff. It
mhm.
really just depends on the mood that the instructor is in. And yeah, I just go with the flow. I don't
So
dictate the musical list.
okay, so how long do y'all dance when y'all dance?
All the classes are an hour.
Oh, so you do
Yeah.
an hour dancing? Oh
Yes. So
wow.
whatever I'm posting, whatever class that
Mhm.
is, it's an hour. You just may have a little bit of a snippet because I'll do a video of that entire song, but then I'll edit it down to maybe a minute because I'll do an Instagram reel, or it'll be 15 or 30 seconds because I'll put it in my story.
Mm.
So very rarely is it the entire video.
Oh wow. Oh
But
wow.
yeah, all the classes are an hour long, and I'll sometimes do 2 or 3 classes back to back to back.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I know I look silly dancing because I can't dance, and
No.
man, my wife would tell you that. She said he can't dance. That boy got 2 left feet. When we used to go out to the go out to a some kind of function or something, they be playing music and stuff, and I said,
Mhm.
look, I can't dance. You go ahead and get somebody to dance with you. I can slow dance, but they don't slow dance no more.
Right.
So no, I can't dance.
No,
I ain't
they
gonna lie to
sure
you.
don't. No, they really don't.
They don't. No, they don't play slow dance music. Nowhere. It's all you got to
No,
come
you're
with it,
right.
and I
Yes,
can't come
you're
with it.
absolutely right.
Yeah, I can do a little something, but for some reason I can't. My body doesn't match the beat. Does that make any sense?
Oh, I can
Yeah,
visualize that. Yes.
yeah. So
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
so I am a brother without soul. I got to tell y'all that I can't dance.
Okay. It's the anomaly. It's okay.
Nah, I can't do it.
It it's okay.
So
It's okay.
so I could do the Pilates, I could do
Yes.
the I could do the spin cycle, I could do that. But the dancing,
Okay. No.
your boy can't do it. I don't want to be the joke in the classroom.
So no Latin dances for you? No
I
salsa,
can't.
no merengue, no bachata, nothing? Nothing?
I,
No?
I wish
Okay.
I could do it. I wish I could do
Ah,
it.
okay.
I'm that guy
Yes.
that would be at the club holding the drink, looking. That's it, looking. Then they
Okay.
come to me and say, "Hey, you want to dance?" They come to me and say, "Hey, you want to dance?" Yeah, I'll dance with you if it's a whole lot of people on the floor and it's crowded because you
Yeah,
can't do too much
no.
anyway. But
Right,
if
right,
it's
right.
you can't. I already know how to do it. That's the only way
Yeah.
I can play it off. I can fake it till I make it in that situation. But
Yes.
if it's not too many people on that floor,
Yeah.
no,
No,
my leg
no.
be like my leg hurt. Hurt my leg playing basketball. I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's so many times my wife used to tell me, she's like, I wish you could dance. Cause my wife loved to
Yeah.
dance. She loved
Yeah.
to dance. But me,
No.
can't
Okay.
do it. I
Okay.
I can't fake it. Can't do it.
Yeah. Well, no, you really can't fake dancing. No.
Yeah.
Especially if the floor is not that crowded. No. All eyes would be on you.
Yeah, and I'm tall. So that don't help the situation at all. I'm tall. So
Right.
that
Right.
does not help the situation. And it's so crazy because every time I was dancing and I thought I did good, there somebody tell me, what was you doing? I was
Yeah,
dancing. Like, boy, you look so
no.
they say you look so stiff. I'm like, well, damn, I thought I was
Oh,
doing good. They're like, nah,
well, you
you
got to
weren't
get some
doing
new
good.
friends to hype you up, though.
That's my wife.
Oh,
No, I'm
sorry.
just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but no, I can't dance though. Me,
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed this interview. I learned a lot, and I'm definitely going to
Good.
try. I'm going to try the
Yes.
one meal thing. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to ease into it. So I might have to drink my coffee and eat a little bit of blackberries or blueberries just to get my mind right.
Yeah.
Just to get it
Okay.
right.
Do the coffee, but no fruit. So stall anything with a caloric value until the latter part of the morning. So maybe around try 12 o'clock. You'll
Mm-hmm.
have your coffee, have a little bit of water, and then just delay it until noon. Just try it. Your stomach may growl, and that's okay. I mean, I kind of consider us like camels. We have plenty of fat reserves. We are not going to just die from missing a meal. You're not going to just
Mm-hmm.
fall on the ground. You're not going to fall out. You're not going to faint. So unless there's something medically wrong with you or some medical reason that you have to consume something, if you have medication, if you have high blood pressure, any of those challenges, then by all means, address that with your physician. But for the average healthy person, there is nothing wrong with you missing a meal. You're not
Okay.
going to be emaciated in 10 to 12 hours.
Okay. Okay.
No, you'll be
So
fine. You'll be
so I
fine. Your
drink the
stomach
cup.
may growl, and that's okay. Just push through it.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
long should I do that? Just ease into it.
Give
I'm
give
gonna try it.
yourself a good week. Give yourself a good week and just see what your energy levels are like. I'm telling you, if you become in tune to your body that way, you'll find that when you consume something that your body is not particularly being fueled off of, you'll know it immediately. So it'll be like some bad carbs or something that spikes your insulin levels. You will have that mind body connection. The minute you put that into your belly, your body will respond. If you have good sources of protein, you'll find that your hunger will be able to be spread out a little bit longer. All of that really does play into the benefits of you fasting for a longer period of time. So I'm telling you, it will work.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try, and I should just on bread. Just kind of don't mess with the bread. None of that stuff. Should
No,
I?
no, but it has to be a good quality bread. I'm not going to say shun all bread, but it really just can't be bread that you can just grab off the shelf. Now, I can't think of the last time that I've had bread in the house, but we do purchase sourdough. So, I mean, it's going to be about $5 or $6 for a small loaf of bread, but I'm getting it freshly baked at Central Market when I do purchase it. Now, sourdough is the one bread that I will consume, but sourdough is prepared differently than your average bread. I'm not going to do whole wheat. I'm not going to do breads with gluten. I can tell when I've consumed something with gluten. Not that I live a gluten-free lifestyle, but I can tell the difference. I immediately have that belly bloat and I look like I'm pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, these are things that once you start eliminating a lot of stuff from your diet, the minute you consume something that has it, you can tell the difference. So just have a good quality bread, not just
Mm-hmm.
crappy whole wheat, crappy white bread.
Okay. What about English muffins? I shouldn't touch that. No.
Look at the ingredients. If you
Okay.
can
So
find if you can find a better quality English muffin, so try Whole Foods, try Trader Joe's. Just look at the ingredients and go for as few ingredients as possible versus the English muffins that you can just grab off of the store shelf. Of course, they need a shelf life, so the paragraph of ingredients is going to be much longer versus something that is going to quickly perish. So just be mindful of the ingredients. It makes a difference.
okay. Okay. So this is very interesting. I'm gonna ask you this, then I'm gonna go ahead and then we go. So when I'm reading the label, the bigger the
Okay.
label, though, I guess I say the
Hmm.
more of the label, more what more processed in their ingredients, or
Yes,
okay, so I should need look for something with a
absolutely.
small. Got you. Y'all hear that? I'm learning something.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, you want as few ingredients as possible because then you're eating an item that isn't as processed, or or it may have more quality ingredients. So, but you also don't want to consume things where corn or corn flour is the first ingredient. You don't want to consume things with high sugar content or high fructose corn syrup or corn syrup, period. So there are a lot of things that you have to look at when you're looking at the list of ingredients, and steer clear away from that stuff because it will just elevate your insulin levels and your body will continue to hold on to that fat. You want your body to be a fat burner, but you've got to burn through the storage of fat that you have so that you're always just in burn mode. So that's why I'm
Oh,
saying delay having that breakfast, because the minute you start eating early in the morning, you're elevating your insulin levels and your body's not in burn mode.
okay. So I drink my coffee in the morning about 10
Hmm.
or 9.
Okay.
So I
Okay. That's fair.
I should okay, so I shouldn't eat my food, I guess, about maybe 4 or 5,
Oh, you're
right?
going to push it back that long? Okay.
Oh, I mean, when should I eat? Because I know if I eat too early, then I'm be hungry at the end of the day. So
Yeah, but see, I thought you were going to do 2 meals. So we're really going
no,
for one meal, or are we doing two?
I was gonna try the one first and see how they work out.
Okay.
I know I could
Okay.
do the
Beast
two.
mode. I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna try because I already know I can do the two. So
Okay.
the one. So how should I do? Okay, let's say for instance,
Hmm.
this is a normal Big Al day.
Okay.
I usually have to take my kids to school certain days that I'm
Hmm.
not working at night. So
Hmm.
they have to be at school at 7:45. So I get them up at
Okay.
6, getting them ready,
Hmm.
feed them their
Hmm.
breakfast. On our way going to school, which is only like
Uh-huh.
maybe 3 miles from our house, it
Yeah.
takes I drink my coffee. So
Okay.
I would drink a cup of coffee. Okay.
Okay.
So we're talking about between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I'm drinking coffee, probably a little bit
Okay.
longer.
Okay.
And okay, so I shouldn't eat to win.
If we're mimicking my pattern, I would
How
have
would you do?
coffee around. I would have coffee around the same time. I have my coffee very early in the morning before I get to the office. So I'm at Starbucks about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm sipping my tea or my coffee in my office maybe around 7:30. So I'm enjoying my coffee during that time. And then for the rest of the day, I'll have water. Now, there are days when I'll bring a couple of bottles of Pellegrino with me, or I'll run across the street to another Starbucks location and get a refill of green tea. But usually it's just liquid, unsweetened liquid, nothing with sugar until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening. Now, I take that back. My spin class is at 5, so I'm not eating that late. I may eat a little bit something around 3 o'clock, 3:30 when I get to the house, but it's going to be so light as not to weigh me down before class. And then afterwards, I may have a ribeye. I may have some scallops, which are bacon wrapped with a little bit of asparagus. I love salmon. I'll do grilled salmon. Um, a salad. So I'm really mindful about what I eat and what I don't eat. No starches, no carbs such as rice, pastas, things like that. I can't tell you the last time I've consumed pasta.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
I know we
So
were
I
talking earlier about a Mediterranean restaurant that we both love
mm-hmm,
here in Houston.
mm-hmm.
And I love, love, love hummus, but I will not eat pita. I'm just really particular about what it is that I consume. And to me, just having a piece of bread like that just it does not fuel me. I can feel just like the drop in my energy levels when I eat foods like that. So I'm
So
just
you eat
very mindful of that.
so you eat the hummus by itself. You just take your spoon and that's it.
No, you can do cucumber slices or
Oh yeah,
red pepper
yeah.
slices,
Hmm.
yellow pepper slices, orange pepper slices, and dip it in the hummus. It is so yummy.
Well, I'm gonna
So,
try
so
that.
yummy.
I'm gonna try
Yes.
that.
Great snack.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Hmm.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you up much longer. This is a great interview.
Okay.
Um, every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be having a guest on here. And just like today with Mimi McCloud, this is a great interview. I learned some stuff. That's why this is the purpose of me doing this. For people that don't know, or you might know and just forgot. So it can
Yeah.
use it as a refresher. So Mimi, how can they check you out? I know we already said your Instagram page, but how can we check you out?
If you want to connect with me on Facebook, it's Mimi McCloud. That's my personal page. I also have another page on Facebook, which is Dripping Sexy. But all my fun fitness activities will be found on my Instagram page, which is dripping, DRIPPING underscore sexy, SEXY. Mm-hmm.
And y'all definitely need to check out Instagram. She has a lot of stuff on there. And by the way, the girl, she is like the fashion queen. If y'all haven't seen her, she be matching. She's like the fashion
Yes.
queen. This girl here is, hey, I'm telling you, you definitely are how you say, a fitness runway model.
Yes, yes. The world is my runway, but my gym drip is very important to me. My shoes have to match my fly gear. I mean, I have to look as good leaving the gym as when I first walked in. So, I mean, it's a lifestyle. It everything. It encompasses every facet of your life.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, definitely, definitely. All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, Miss Mimi, I'm gonna let you go. And like I
Thank you.
said, anybody want to check out, y'all go to her Instagram page, check out. Also, this video right here will be on YouTube. And also, I am going to record this and repost this again on the group page, and you'll be able to see it again. So don't forget, every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, I will have a guest. I don't know who I'm gonna have yet. I got so many people lined up. I'm just gonna have to guess put my hand in the basket and pick a name out. I don't know. All right.
Well,
Good
you
night,
have so many
folks.
wonderful people in the group. Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna bring you back on. Definitely. Now, as you can
Well, thank
see,
you.
we almost talked an hour. So that let you know how
Yes.
good the interview went. You know, I have so many
Thank
questions,
you.
but you got things to do. I got things to do. All right, y'all. See y'all next
Bye.
time.
Good night.